Hey guys, today I will be teaching you how to make a dragon scale cuff. So for the dragon scale cuff, there are 3 different ways you can make it. So you can do 4-pin, 6-pin, or 10-pin. So this one is a 6-pin, and that's the kind I'm going to be teaching you how to make today. So now I will tell you what materials we will need. Oh, and by the way, the steps are almost the same for 4, 6, and 10-pin. So if you don't want to make a 6-pin, you should be able to alter the steps a bit to do it with a different number of pins. So I'll tell you the materials. So the first thing we will need is 1 rain balloon. It can be set up however you want, and the reason for that is because we are only going to use 6 pins. So you'll be using some pins over here, so it can be set up however. The next thing we're going to need is 2 different colors of bands. One color is going to be your first color, so you will need more of your first color. And then you'll have your second color, which you will need slightly less of. So if you look here, orange is my first color, and pink is my second color. So now the last thing we're going to need is S-clips and C-clips. So you'll need 3, either S-clips or C-clips, whichever one you prefer. And we will also need a rain balloon hook or whatever other kind of hook. So let's get started with step 1. So we are ready to start placing our bands. The first thing we need to do is pick our pegs. So we're going to take our first color. So I'm going to use some pegs right here. So our first color, I'm going to pick our first 2 pegs and go like that, make a little figure 8. And now we're going to take our first color again and make another figure 8 right there, like that. And take our first color again and make a third little figure 8. So you should have this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our second color and make a figure 8 on those 2 in-between pegs like that. And another one right here on those 2 in-between pegs. So you should have this. So now we're going to start looping. So right here, we're going to take this blue one and bring it over the green one. So as you can see right here, it is not twisted. But what we want to do, sometimes it will be twisted, but a lot of times it won't be. So you want to make sure to twist it so it's like that. So now we're going to come over here and bring the bottom one over the top again. So that first color over, like that. And that one should twist itself. Now we're going to bring the blue over again, over the green. So you should have this. Now you're going to bring this blue over the green. And again on this side, you may have to twist it with your fingers a couple times just so it's twisted like that side. So now we're going to push those down and we're going to start laying in the next ones. From now on we will not have to do figure 8s, we'll just lay them normally. So we're going to start with our first color and do 3 bands of our first color like this. And now we're going to take the bottom one over the top, the bottom one over the top, this bottom one right here, over the top, bottom one over the top, the bottom one over the top, and the bottom one at the end over the top. So now you can push that down, and now we're going to take our second color and lay those 2 bands of our second color. So as you can see, we're starting to do a pattern. So you will lay 3 of your first and bring the bottom ones over the top, lay 2 of your second, bring the bottom ones over the top, and you'll keep repeating that. So I will do this a couple more times with you. So we're going to take this bottom band over the top, bottom one over here, over the top, bottom one right here, over the top, the bottom one right here, over the top. Now you're going to push that down, grab your first color again, and lay 1, 2, 3 bands. So you continue doing the same thing until it's long enough. So I'll do this a couple more times with you. So you're going to take all these bottom ones over the top. And you do not really have to worry about the bands twisting anymore. You just want to keep placing the bottom ones over the top and then pushing it down. Remember to push it down. So if you pull it out here, you can see you're starting to get the kind of dragon scale look. So we're going to do this a couple more times. Place your 2 second color bands like that. And bring your bottom ones over the top. The bottom ones. So you can either use your hook or your fingers. I'm just using both. And now push it down. So basically you keep repeating that. And just to remind you, you lay 3 of your first color, bring the bottom ones over the top. Then you lay 2 of your second color and bring the bottom ones over the top. So now what you want to do is you want to keep going until you think it's long enough. So whatever, long enough to be a bracelet for you. So then once you think it's long enough, you can hit play on the video and I'll show you how to finish it up and how to attach your 3 S-clips or C-clips. So now I have my dragon scale cuff as long as I need it to be. So it's like this. So yours should look like this. And if it doesn't, you might want to try starting again or trying to fix it. And you just may need to restart the video and try it again. So if yours looks like this and you're ready to finish it and you think it's long enough, what we're going to do is we're going to take this band and we're going to bring it over to this peg. So since we have 3 S-clips, in the end, we will only have bands attached to 3 pegs. So we have 2 bands on this one now, and we're going to slide this over. We're going to take this one and put it onto that peg. So we have 2 over here and 2 over here. So now we're going to take one from this peg and put it on this peg, or you can take the one from that peg and put it on that peg, as long as you have 2 bands per peg on 3 different pegs. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take your first clip, S-clip or C-clip, either one works. I'm going to stretch that out, and you are going to clip it on those 2 bands, like this. And now, you're going to take your next one. I'm going to stretch these ones out. And stretch those ones out like this. And put the clip on. Then take your last ones. Stretch them out. And put the clip on. So now that you have the clip on all of them, you can just take them off the pegs. So now we have this. And we have your clips on here, and on here. Like that. So now you're going to come to this side. You're going to take your blue, or your first color, and you should have a loop like that. That looks kind of like a capping band. And then loops like this on either side. So you'll want to find the 3 blue loops, or whatever your first color was. So you should have those 3 loops on your fingers like this, or whatever you want to do. So then at the top, you have your clip on here and your loop on here. So clip the clip onto your loop. And stretch that out. So attach the first clip to the first loop, and take the second clip, and your second clip to your second loop, and then stretch this one out, and clip your third clip on your third loop, and you can pull it out, and you have it like that. So that is your finished dragon scale cuff. So thanks for watching.